right. Welcome to another episode of Sports Therapy with F.H. Jr. I am your host. Before I begin, let me say Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday, Happy Hanukkah, Feliz Navidad, and all the good things that come along with the holiday season. Yes, I am in a festive mood. I am. But before we jump into the show, let me go over the rules for the rule breakers. Now, Sports Therapy with F.A. Jr., we are a caller driven call in show where callers will get 2 minutes to call in and rip, rant, and kick some knowledge about all things NFL. We don't talk politics, man. We don't talk race relations. We don't talk sexual orientation. Man, I don't give a flying you know what the Republicans are thinking, nor do I care what the Democrats are thinking. All are welcome. And normally, I am rocking the standard uniform, which is always augmented by the NFL hat with the official NFL logo that lets the whole world know that I am as neutral as Switzerland. But because of the holiday season, man, I am rocking the traditional Washington Commander holiday gear, augmented by the you know what it is. It's the Super W, baby. Now, I am always and always a fan first, podcaster second. And my team is the Redskin Commander / Washington football team. And Sports Therapy with F.A. Jr. is always sponsored by Crown Royal. And the number to call if you want to be a call-in guest is always 940-329-4110. It is always 940-329-4110. And if you were to ask me, well, what kind of show is Sports Therapy with F.H. Jr.? Well, it's kind of a mixture between tomfoolery and football. And we only talk NFL football. That's it, man. I mean, we don't talk college football. Occasionally, we might say something about the playoffs. Yeah, but we talk NFL, National Football League. That's what we do, and that's what we do. That is what we do, man. It has been a wild week. It has, man. My Commanders won. You know what? Before I get into all that, we're going to talk sports. Because I always tell people, man, we're going to talk sports. And then something happens and my wheels get blown off and we don't talk sports. But there were some teams that have been officially eliminated. Uh, I'm trying to hold it in because by beating the Eagles today, my Commander / Redskins / football team, we eliminated those dastardly Dallas Cowboys. So, Cowboys, are y'all still all in? If y'all are, for what? Season's over. The season is over. Yes, the season is over. But there are some other teams that were eliminated as well. 49ers, who that nation is barely holding on. So depends on how things go tonight. If Tampa Bay beat the Cowboys, which it is what it is, then who that nation would be eliminated. But it's been a action packed, wild and woolly type of season, to be honest. But this week, some of the games wasn't great, but there were some surprises. It started with Thursday, and then we had Saturday football. Now, you talking about something that's joyful? Saturday football. I was trying to... Hold on, I got a guess. Let me see what I got calling in. Sports Therapy with F.A. Jr.
Who that?
Jay. What up, Jay? Jay,
What's up?
how's the holiday?
It's all right. Happy holidays.
Yeah, happy holidays. Jay, I know the Who That Nation don't play until tomorrow night. And I was telling one of my guests, I was telling the guest that I was going over some of the teams that were eliminated by virtue of the fact that My Washington Commanders won today, but um, by doing that, the Cowboys were eliminated. I know 49ers were eliminated as well. Those, and I'm only talking about teams in the NFL in the East, the NFC. Excuse me. So you guys are still alive, but you definitely need, and you guys need the Cowboys. You need the Cowboys to win so that you all can still have a shot for the playoff. But it's a small shot. But did you watch any Saturday football? Well, we had
I watched.
the Chiefs took on Houston. Um, everybody was thinking that Mahomes wasn't gonna play because he injured his ankle last weekend. He was looking pretty bad for a while,
Yeah.
but he managed to come out and kick it rolling. But the game I was interested in, Jay, was the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Baltimore Ravens. Now that was a game. It didn't go the way I thought it was gonna go, but I thought the Steelers would show up. But hey, they got a heavy dose of King Henry and and the Ravens. What say you, Jay?
Yeah, they did. I know how it's gonna go either.
I mean, the Ravens put it on them. They did. It was.
Yeah, they got there.
But the Detroit Lions are looking pretty good. They actually they won, and I was afraid that maybe they were starting to peak a little bit too early because they've been playing playoff type football ever since the beginning of the season. But they kind of hit a rough patch, but they're back. Now, sometimes the coach makes some crazy calls, but that's Detroit. They go for it on 4. They do their thing.
Yeah, they do. I like them. They look good this year.
I know, but by the Vikings winning today, I think that's almost like a 3-way. I think it may be setting up a 3-way tie for first place in that division because you got the Vikes are winning. I think they're like 12-2. I believe I don't have Detroit's record in front of me, but I believe they're 12-2. So I think theirs may come down to the final season, final game. I'm sorry. But, Jay, my Commanders beat them Eagles. Oh, now I'm not going to lie. That first half was probably the most tense, worst game that we could play. We had 5. Normally when you have 5 turnovers, you do not win a game.
Nah, you don't.
We had 5 turnovers, but we in the hurt business, Jay. We're in the hurt business. So we had to take out my man Jaden Hurst. And we knocked him out the game early. And he's out with a concussion. So and the game was totally different without him. Saquon Barkley was killing us. But we did manage to the first half was terrible. It was terrible. So Jay, how do you like Spencer Rattler? Because I think it was.
I like him much better than I do Carr. They talking about. I heard they talking about maybe trading Carr. That would be nice.
Well, hey, he's got a big old fat contract though, man. I don't know who would take him. What teams I can think
They
of?
said Tennessee.
They said who?
Tennessee. They talk about Tennessee, but I don't know. I mean, just talk.
You know what? That may be a good fit for him. Tennessee. I think Will Levis is not working out for them. They probably could use a veteran quarterback. I can see that. Probably, but they'd have to take on his contract, and I'm sure. I'm sure that if they did, all the party would probably get together somehow, and the Saints would probably pay some of his contract so that Tennessee won't inherit the total loss. Yeah, but we shall see, because you guys play Green Bay on Monday night.
Right.
So what are you hoping? Because you guys are well, you're not eliminated though. Here's the thing. and I don't know, like me myself, Jay, I could never pull for the Cowboys. That's because they're in our division. You know, but in order for you all to keep y'all hopes alive, you all would need, you all would need. Oh, Jay, it hurts me to say this. You all would need.
It hurts to hear because I just can't do it. I'm sorry. I
you
ain't cheering for no Cowboys.
you all would need for the Cowboys to beat to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I don't see that happen.
In order for you all to stay alive, you all would need that to happen. Then you would need the Dirty Birds to lose, and then you all would have to win your last two games. And next week, wait a minute. No, I was gonna say you all don't play. I'm not sure who y'all play next week, but I know um, y'all got pretty. Your last two games are pretty tough. It could, but the winnable, I guess, because I know the Cowboys play the Eagles next week, and so and I know you guys play, I believe, Tampa Bay the last game. So
Right.
if they lose a couple and you all win all y'all games, it'd be that last game would be pretty interesting. Of course, you know we may help you guys out next week because we take on the Atlanta Falcons. So I don't know, Jay. Jay, I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know, Jay in Grand Prairie. But are you all happy with your interim coach, or are y'all looking
Yeah,
at?
he's pretty good. I like him.
I I think the players seem to be responding to him. They haven't given up, so it may be a good thing to maybe
Yeah.
give him a shot. Yeah, but now the one thing I haven't heard you say, Jay, I don't think you know this, so I might be the first one to tell you this. Are you sitting down?
Yeah.
I think Alvin Kamara is out for the season.
I hope not.
But I know he's definitely not playing tomorrow night. There's talk that he's out for the season. So at some point, I don't know, man, because I don't know. Like I said, man, I love the Who That Nation. If I wasn't a Commander fan, Redskin fan, I would probably be marching with them Saints. Yeah, I like everything y'all do, and whenever my team is not playing, I usually pull for the Who That Nation. But y'all got a lot of housekeeping to do at the end of the year. I don't know. Cam Jordan is getting older. I think this is his 14th year. I don't know if y'all gonna bring him back. The Honey Badger, he's getting up there. I don't know if you all gonna bring him back. Um, but you will get your two young wide receivers. So it's just a matter of getting somebody that can throw to them. Because one thing I do like about Spencer Rattler, Jay, is he will throw the ball down the field.
Yeah, you open, he'll throw it.
He would throw it. He would throw it down. The other guy, I don't really quite know his name, but and I'll be honest, I'm glad, I'm glad that you all didn't start Rattler against us because man, he looked good.
I'm sure you are.
I was like, "Ooh, I'm glad we don't have to defend this brother for 2 quarters instead of all four." Cause man, he came out and but now Jay, the way that game ended last week, y'all got some home cooking because they were holding the clock when the time should have ran out. Like, come on, but it is what it is, Jay. It is what it is. So are you telling me that you are not gonna cheer for the Cowboys in order to keep y'all playoff hopes alive?
It was, I mean, they played the Buccaneers, man. I don't see them winning.
But to keep y'all slim hopes alive, Jay. Now me,
I'm
I'm
gonna give you a who that get off the phone, man.
well, Jay, I'm gonna tell you, I couldn't do it. I'll be honest. I'd rather for my team to not make the playoffs instead of if I had to come down to me hoping that the Cowboys would win or my team get eliminated. Man, I would just take the L and go about my business. I would take the L. I would take the LJ. That's what I would do. But hey, let me get one big fat who dat for the who dat nation.
Who that said they gonna beat them the Saints?
All right, Jay. But good luck to you out of my night, though. I'm gonna be cheering for you. I will.
All right,
I have my eggnog and all that stuff. And I'll be like, come on, Saints. Come on, Saints. All right, Jay. Thanks for calling.
all right, all right.
All right, that is Jay in Grand Prairie. Big time who that fan. Now, one thing about Jay, though, she is not going to she is not going to cheer for them Cowboys in order for her to keep their playoffs hopes alive. Now, let's talk about some scores, man, before my wheels come off again and again and again and again. All right. Now, one team that's eliminated from the playoffs are also the Arizona Cardinals. Now, they took on the Panthers today. The Panthers looked like crap last week, but today they look like a football team that's ready to transition from this year to next year. I don't know if they're gonna keep the young quarterback that they got. If I was them, I probably would just to see what he got, man. You know what? Because he's starting to actually look like an NFL quarterback. Get him some toys. Get him an offensive line. Get him a offensive coordinator that's more quarterback friendly, and I think I think he's gonna be okay because they are playing good football, man. For them to take on the Arizona Cardinals, and the Cardinals got plenty of firepower. So, and they're not just bagging into games, man. They're coming strong. They are coming strong. Sports therapy. Sports therapy.
What's going on, brother?
What up, man?
What's happening with you?
Hey, man. Two things about it, homeboy Glenn. First of all, Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday, Happy Hanukkah, and Feliz Navidad.
Same to you.
Yeah.
Same to you, brother.
If you
Same to you.
if you can't recognize by my voice, homeboy Glenn, I am on cloud 9, bro.
I know you. I got a little hate in me right now.
Oh, homeboy Glenn, I'm on cloud 9, brother. Cause you know why?
I already know you, but y'all in good shape. You guys are in good shape.
Boy, we put some.
I'm proud of you.
We put some people out of the playoffs, bro.
I know it, man. Hey, I think somebody will swap. I think somebody will swap defenses with them.
Cause I want you to take me back to yesterday, Saturday football, and I need you to explain to me what happened.
Well, the play of the game was when Russell Wilson made that run and it got from that football. That was the play of the game. That and that interception and the defense. I don't know what happened to the defense. I know we hurt, but that's part of football.
Right.
That's part of football. Next man up, we got like three starters out on the defensive secondary. And, don't care who you are. And when you're in a situation like this, but the play of the game was he fumbled that football. But I'm going to tell you like this. I knew Baltimore was going to be a dangerous team come playoff time. They can say what they want to say. They're going to be dangerous, man.
Well,
I've been watching football long enough to see. They can count out the Buffalo and all the rest of them. Lamar Jackson, like he might be on a mission this year.
And you know what? The same thing I say for the Ravens that I said about the Cowboys, the Dolphins, the 49ers. When you're I'm sorry, along with the Buffalo Bills, you're in that window that you have got to get it done because there are some teams that are coming up and you get 3 years, man, to get it done. Otherwise, it's not gonna happen. You'll start to get into the rebuild. They got everything that they need. Um, they've got a good quarterback. They got one of the best running backs in the league. And but now you and I both know they're not gonna just hand you the Lombardi Trophy. You still got to do some things. You got to go through some people to get it. But look,
oh yeah, true, man. I'm gonna tell you something. And all those predicting the certain team, because man, it's just so. Man, this year I like it. I like how it is this year because we can all predict who we think gonna win or who we want to win.
Right.
It might not work out like that sometimes.
Oh, I agree.
But man, I'm gonna tell you something. Minnesota, and Green Bay been showing me the last 2 or 3 weeks. Man, I never dreamed that NFC East. I mean that NFC Central will be that tough.
Man,
like it is now.
Man, it is. It is.
That is tough, man.
It really and truly
I'm talking about it is tough before.
It really is. Well, I gotta say, bro,
Yeah.
y'all had the stage all to yourself yesterday, man, because everybody was watching the Steelers against the Ravens, bro. That is like that. That just knockdown drag out, and normally it is not a high scoring game. But I was like, wait a minute. I'm thinking this game gonna be 13-9.
Man, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you something, man. And I'm not making no excuses. A win is a win, a loss is a loss. But man, the NFL had something against us this year. Well, you got the 3 best teams. We had to play the 3 best teams in football 3 times in 11 days.
Gotcha.
Hey, I mean, hey, man, I still think we had a chance. We was in the ball game. We just didn't come. Mistake cost us.
Now, what y'all had,
we still.
Because y'all had pretty much, y'all had either first or second place schedule. When you went out, you do well next year, bro. You're gonna have a tough schedule, just like this year. Redskins, Commanders. We had a last place schedule, bro. So that's why next year, it's not gonna be that way, bro.
Yeah, man. You look at a Buffalo schedule, and you look at Atlanta in their schedule. Man, Buffalo got New England twice. They got the Jets.
Yeah.
I mean, here you take Pittsburgh. I mean, which it is what it is, man. It's still NFL players, regardless of what their record are or who they are. But man, you got Philadelphia, Baltimore, and Kansas City.
Right.
Come on, man.
Right.
That's tough right there. I don't care. I don't care who you are, man.
But I'm gonna tell you something that's gonna make you happy. We eliminated them Cowboys.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something. They were eliminated when the season started, man. Man, look here. They the 3rd best team in Texas, man. Behind the Texas Longhorns, Duncanville High.
Woo. Man,
them dogs can't beat Duncanville High this year.
Not really, man.
I ain't heard from my cousin. You know my cousin Chris. He a diehard Cowboy fan.
Uh-huh.
I haven't heard from him since preseason.
Hey, man, you know how it is, man. I hadn't heard a lot of, I work with a lot of Cowboy fans. Don't let them win. They win, woo. They lose.
Oh, man.
I can walk down the halls.
And you know what's so sad, man? You know what's so sad? They still had them at the bottom of the playoff picture. Like they had a chance.
I know. Because it was too many teams that they had to jump in order to even have a shot, man. Like, wait a minute now. It's not like they've been showing that they've been winning. It's not like they've been on a hot streak. But
man. But I'm gonna tell you, man, that Green Bay and Minnesota are dangerous.
And I'll tell you a team, I don't know, are they eliminated? But I'm gonna tell you a team that nobody really want to see them get in the playoffs, and that's the Seahawks.
Yeah, the Seahawks. Yeah,
Man, they're
they
gonna play
still
you
in
tough.
there, but yeah, you don't want to play the Seahawks, man.
Nah, cause they lost today, but it was a tough game, my man. It was. It was a
Yes,
tough
sir.
game. It was. It was.
They, man, I thought the AFC gonna be better than the NFC this year. But was I wrong? The
Yeah.
NFC is tougher than the AFC.
Yeah, and man, I now there were some teams that I thought were gonna be pretty good in the AFC. I thought the Bengals were gonna be pretty good. I thought the Browns were gonna
The
do
Bengals,
something.
they Cleveland too.
Yeah,
Cleveland too.
I thought they were gonna do something. You know, I didn't expect
Even Indianapolis, I thought Indianapolis would be better than what they were.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, man, I was shocked that I didn't. I was just but injury.
Hey, what do you think about the Jets? Would you bring Aaron Rodgers back?
Oh hell no, hell no.
Man, they the biggest food in football. If they even know think about it. Man, if I was nobody, I wouldn't even want it.
Nobody wants him. But first of all, you're 41 years old. They gave you everything that you wanted. You wanted a certain wide receiver. They gave you that. You wanted your own guys. They let you did that. You basically the offensive coordinator because the offense is catered to stuff you like doing. And then on top of that, you got the coach fired. You got the GM fired. New management, whoever they hire as a GM, as a coach, they don't want to inherit that mess. And if I'm the owner, I wouldn't. And if I'm somebody, nobody's gonna take their job unless
Oh.
I wouldn't.
I mean, I hate to say it, but that's true. I wouldn't want to feel that. I wouldn't want to coach a guy like him.
Now, don't get me wrong. You got all kind of egos in the NFL. Nobody really cares about your mannerism, whether you get along. All they care about is if you got a skill and can you get us can you win and can you get us a shot at the Super Bowl. Now, if you 25, 26, 27, oh yeah, they'll put up with that. And which is what they did. But when you 40 years old, 41 years old, I'm sorry, bro, they're not gonna because your skills have declined. You don't have the skills. You might have the same mind that you had when you 24, 25, 26, but you don't have the same skills, man. You can't snap that ball like you can't anticipate, but you think you can. And the Jets,
No, it's over.
yeah. He's done. Yeah, he washed up.
And you see after Tom Brady figured it out, he never got out of there.
Yes. And Tom Brady had one good shot. He handpicked a team that he knew he could go to that had already had a system built. He really didn't have to throw it that much when he went to Tampa Bay because they had everything in place. Aaron Rodgers basically had everything in place too, man, when he was when he went to the Jets. It's just that
That's right.
And he just blew it, man. He blew it,
He
homeboy.
blew it.
He blew it, homeboy.
He did that.
Yeah, he blew it, brother.
But man, I like Green Bay though.
Oh yeah, but if they can stay healthy, that's the key.
Yes.
If they can stay healthy,
Kind of like Minnesota too a little bit. Cause they scrapping.
Now that's a team that wouldn't surprise me if they got to the Super Bowl. It's the Minnesota Vikings. It wouldn't shock me if they got to the Super Bowl, all because they kind of flying under the radar.
Yes.
They flying under the radar, and I don't know what they're gonna do at the end of the year with the quarterback they got. Remember, they drafted the other kid and out of Alabama. Yeah, out of Michigan. They drafted him. But I'll be honest, I really didn't see anything that jumped off the table for me when it comes to him at Michigan to let me say, okay, man, he should go in the first round. I really didn't. But they chose him. But now you got this quarterback that has won over 12 games for you. You're in the playoffs. Sam Darnold. So what would you do? Would you keep Sam Darnold? Because Sam Darnold gonna make money this year, whether the Vikings pay him or not.
I keep Sam Darnold.
Because you know what you got in him. And he's not an old dude. He's a young guy himself. And he seems to be
And the Jets.
Huh?
Yes, that's true. I said the Jets ought to look like a fool in a way.
Yes.
So really they didn't get a man a chance.
Yeah, and it's starting to look like it's the Jets system because you're getting all these first round draft picks at quarterback, and they're not panning out, but they're going somewhere else, and they're being serviceable. So you got to look at that and say, okay, Jets, what are y'all doing wrong? What are you doing wrong? Well, man, did you see them Commanders today?
Yes, I did.
Well, let me say this, man.
Yeah.
I was so pissed off at that first half of the game. Like, man, what the hell? But
I tell you,
go ahead.
But I tell you one thing though. The Commanders could get in that touchdown stick in that playoff and scare somebody.
Only if one person is not is capable of playing, and that is Lattimore. If Lattimore, because I know he tweaked his hamstring, if he can't play, bro, we done. Because he's the only one that can actually man up against opposing teams' number one offense. I mean, wide receiver. I'm sorry, because the rest of our guys now, the rookie, he's pretty good too. Sanders-Trio, he's pretty good. But St. Jude, oh, bro. I mean, I wouldn't cut him. Because everybody's called, well, why don't they cut that dude? No, you always need cornerbacks. Yeah, you need cornerbacks. Yeah. You always need cornerback. Cornerbacks and wide receivers, you always need them.
True.
You always need
them. Yeah, but man, I'll tell you, they always play Philadelphia tough though, man.
We always have played them tough, but we always end up losing in the end. But the only thing that got me was I knew when Jaden Hurts went out, I said, we got a chance of beating these guys because they brought your boy in as your boy, they backup quarterback.
Yeah, Kenny Pickle.
Yeah. So when they bought Kenny P in, I like, okay, one thing I know, he gonna give us an interception here and there. I just gonna throw the interception. Like, okay, cool. And I said, if we can be down by one touchdown going into halftime, I said we can get these guys because he ain't gonna run that offense. He don't scare anybody like Hurts. Because with Hurts, you got to play him for the run. When you start playing him for the run, then they got a two-way option. Now you got to play him. You got to play Saquon. Then when you start trying to stop them two, they got Brown, AJ Brown, and Smith. So it's like, my man is the straw that stirs the drink, though, and that's a Hurts. Hurts is the one that makes all it go. And when he got hurt, I was like, okay, we got these boys. All we got to do is reel them in.
Yeah, but if Smith hadn't dropped that ball,
it'd been over. Nah, if he'd have dropped that, if he hadn't dropped that ball, that game been over. That game would have been over because it would have gave them a first down with less than 2 minutes to go, and they would have ran that clock out. Yup. Yup.
That football is a game of inches and everything, man.
Man, it is.
Man, I tell you what you think about man, I think it's gonna be some trading dealing with the Arizona Cardinals because they had a pretty good team. They should have been in there.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago they was in the running.
Yeah, but what do they have that somebody would want?
That's true.
I mean, because when you're talking trade, you gotta have something somebody want. Because now they ain't gonna trade that first round draft pick wide receiver. They're not trading him. So and
what's his name? Harrison.
Yeah, and Buda Baker's getting up there in age, so it's not like you can really.
Yeah, he just got a contract extension.
Yeah, so it's like I don't know, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
but
he just got a. Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Well, homeboy, this is going to be a modified show tonight because I got Christmas stuff to do. So we're going to cut out, and then I will see you on the other side of Christmas, my brother.
All right, brother. You have a Merry Christmas.
You too,
and
man.
I hope all is well. Take care, my brother.
All right, you too, man.
All right.
All right, it is time to bring this show to an end. My homeboy Glenn, Jay in Grand Prairie. My homeboy Glenn calling from the great state of Arkansas. I want to thank you and everybody, all my family and friends for calling in and making this show a success. Also, we will see you on the other side of Christmas. Until then, everybody have a safe holiday. Spend time with your family because they're the only family you got. Goodbye, everybody.